Hello everyone. The Panama Canal is by far one of the most significant engineering marvels of the modern era. This canal connects the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans through the Isthmus of Panama. Its history, importance, and the impact on global trade are substantial. In this episode, let's understand this all. So, this idea of a canal across the narrow path of isthmus dates back to the early 16th century when Spanish conquistadors explored the region. However, it was in the 19th century when serious efforts were put into the construction of such a canal. Ferdinand de Lesseps, who was also a builder of the Suez Canal in Egypt, under French effort, attempted to build the canal in Panama, but faced numerous challenges like engineering difficulties and high mortality rates due to diseases like malaria and yellow fever. In 1889, it was decided that this project would be abandoned due to the financial losses and the deaths of thousands of workers. Next, in the early 20th century, the United States took this challenge. The US had supported a rebellion in Panama against Colombian rule, which resulted in the US gaining control over the Panama Canal zone. Construction of the canal began in 1904 under engineer John Stevens. The construction was completed in 1914. So, this canal being constructed itself involved the construction of other engineering feats. For example, one of the world's largest artificial lakes was created, and this lake was named the Gatun Lake. Its purpose was to provide the huge amounts of water required to operate the canal's locks each time a ship passes. And this lock system is an engineering feat of itself. It was constructed to raise and lower ships through the canal's elevation change. Now that we have understood the canal's history and construction, let's shift to its importance. Firstly, it has provided the much needed shortcut between the Atlantic and Pacific. Before the canal was constructed, ships had to travel around the tip of South America, the treacherous Cape Horn route. The canal has shortened the distance, saved time and money for shipping companies and consumers across the world. This has led to a significant overall increase in maritime trade by providing an efficient route for traveling between the east and west coasts of the Americas and beyond. Next, the canal has had a significant economic impact on Panama, generating revenue from tolls and creating jobs both directly and indirectly related to its operation and maintenance. Lastly, the canal's strategic importance has allowed for the rapid movement of military vessels between the Atlantic and Pacific. It has played a crucial role in various military operations and conflicts throughout its history. For example, in World War II, the Panama Canal played a critical role in the movement of Allied naval forces between the Atlantic and Pacific. The US controlled the canal, fortified its defenses, and implemented strict security measures to protect this crucial asset from potential Axis attacks. Even during the Korean War, the Panama Canal facilitated the movement of military personnel, equipment, and supplies between the United States and the Korean Peninsula. Coming to an update regarding the canal, in 2016, a major expansion of the canal was completed, allowing for larger ships to pass through. Today, the Panama Canal has become one of the most important canals in the world, especially for the US and, of course, Panama. Over $270 billion worth of goods pass through the canal each year, and roughly 40% of all US container traffic goes through this one canal. Overall, the Panama Canal stands as a testament to human ingenuity and engineering prowess. So, that's it for this episode on the Panama Canal. Thank you for listening.